Hello YouTube, it's Alston with the SecurityCameraGuy.com. Welcome to my channel where I cover all things home security camera. Be sure to like, subscribe, and ring the bell if you are interested in learning about different aspects of home security cameras. Alright, so today I am going to give you 10 of my favorite security camera features. So these features are important for a variety of reasons, which I'll cover. If you head on over to the SecurityCameraGuy.com, I actually have 22 security camera features ranked. I'm just going to give you my top 10 today. So let's get started. Number 10 is mobile application. Now, believe it or not, mobile application is incredibly important when you are looking into and you are purchasing a home security camera. A mobile app basically allows you to view your security camera either remotely or live, depending on the features that come enabled with the security camera. For a long time, as an example, I actually preferred the Arlo Pro security camera app versus the Ring, because the Arlo Pro actually had a little bit better features. Since that time, it's actually been a few months now, but since that time, I've really liked the changes and the updates that the Ring security cameras have created or released to the public. Some of the things that I'm looking for is the ability to quickly see maybe recorded footage, the notifications, enabling two-way audio if possible, the ability to zoom in. These are all some of the things that are important to me and what I look for when I'm looking for a quality mobile app. One of the good things about the internet and YouTube is you can actually check out some of those features before purchasing your security camera. So if you are in the market to buy a security camera or you just want to look at some of the different options out there, definitely check into the mobile application and compare and contrast and see which one you prefer, because that can make a difference. You actually could spend a lot of time looking at your security cameras through the mobile app versus the desktop version. So that's number 10. Number 9 is cloud storage. Now, what cloud storage means is basically where your recorded video is stored. There are a few different places you can store them on a like a flash drive, what do I have here? You could store it on one of these little mini drives. You could store it on like a NAS device. You can store it on a hard drive or cloud storage. Personally, I like cloud storage just because it's a little bit easier to manage. When you have external storage like a NAS device or an external hard drive, you have to be worried about your hard drive space filling up. Once it fills up, what are you going to do then? Are you going to rotate it out? Are you going to delete it? How long are you going to have to? How long do you plan on storing your hard drive? Storing your recorded videos on your hard drive. So those are all things that you have to think about and consider if you have a physical drive. But the cool thing about cloud storage, and there's a number of different options that you can actually partake in or look into with cloud storage, is you don't have to necessarily worry about some of that. You could use Amazon Web Services to store all of your cloud footage, your recorded video. You could do it that way. A lot of the newer home security cameras actually have cloud storage as the default storage. One of the only drawbacks to that is they will usually charge a monthly fee. Not everybody, but some of them do. But cloud storage is number 9. And number 8 is waterproof. Now here's the weird thing. Here's something that you need to look into if you are in the market of buying a home security camera, is things that are cloud proof, weatherproof. Look into the weather ratings. There are different ratings out there. There's a lot of marketing tricks that are out there, weather resistant. There's a lot of marketing tricks that people are using when discussing how well or how well the security camera will stand up in the rain. Some will say weatherproof, some will say waterproof, weather resistant, and then there's some different ratings. Definitely look and make sure that the security camera that you're interested in has a rating. I believe they start with IP, like an IP67 type rating. So make sure you look into that. That's especially important if you live in like a cold weather or a rainy climate. For example, here in Wisconsin, it is snowing 8 months out of the year. That's a lot. We'll say 7 months out of the year. It's usually rainy the other 3 months, and then it's decent 2 months. And so I need to make sure that I have something that is weatherproof. And then the other issue to that too is Arlo, for example, you can buy like little weatherproof or weather resistant covers. I've seen in different forums where people will put those covers on their camera, and the water actually gets locked in between the weatherproofing and the actual camera, and then eventually it makes its way into the battery, and it damages the security camera. So you want to make sure that you are aware of that when you're looking to security cameras, where you're going to place it. If you're going to place it outside, definitely be cognizant of that. And that's number 8, weatherproof. 7, very important, field of view. That's basically the angle in which your security camera can see during day or night. Obviously, you want the wider the better. The field of view or viewing angle will vary depending on the type of security camera that you buy. For example, if you get a pan tilt zoom, that's going to have a viewing angle of about 350 degrees because it can pan tilt and zoom. Really, this comes down to where you plan on placing your security camera. If you're putting it, maybe like a backyard, or it's going to be pretty stagnant, it doesn't need to move a lot, you can get away with a bullet camera that's probably maybe 80 degrees or more. But like I said, if you're looking for the maximum, that's going to be a pan tilt zoom security camera. And that was number 7, field of view. Number 6 is wireless. Now, personally for me, I prefer a wired security camera over a wired one. Now, obviously, there are strengths and weaknesses to each of them, but I like having the wireless look and feel. One of the reasons why I like wireless is because it's actually a lot easier to set up. You can get completely set up with a wireless security camera within like 15-20 minutes. However, when you're looking at wired, you've got to actually have like a game plan when it comes to your house or your apartment or condo, and you've got to get approval to drill holes if need be. You have to have an idea of where you're going to put your DVR or NVR. There's just a lot more that goes into when you are setting up a security camera system with wired. Obviously, wireless has a whole set of issues when you start looking into like battery operated or solar power. Other issues you have to think about is if your wireless signal goes down, if like your Wi-Fi goes down or your router. Those are all drawbacks, obviously, to wireless. But again, that's my personal preference. Everyone's a little bit different. Number 5 is live view. I love the ability to pop into my security cameras and view them remotely, live, like a 5-second delay. This is something that I personally do if I notice a lot of alerts that are coming to my phone, and not every security camera offers this feature. So make sure that if being able to view live is important to you, make sure that you have that ability, or else you're going to be frustrated. Now, usually in order to view your security cameras live or remotely, they need to be connected to the internet. So that kind of rules out some different types of security cameras, but having a live view is very important to me, and that's a feature. That's why it's in my top 5. Number 4, night vision. Now, the cool thing with night vision is it actually comes in 2 different flavors. It had old school night vision where, you can see the black and white, and it's based on the number of LEDs that are around the camera. And then you have kind of like the newer wave, or the newer models, which actually have a spotlight included on the security camera. For example, the Ring Spotlight camera actually have two LED lights that turn on automatically when it detects motion. There are a few different security cameras that are doing that now. I believe Arlo actually does that now as well. But this is an awesome feature because not only does it illuminate the area, you can actually view whatever's going on in your field of view in color. If your security camera doesn't have that and it just has the LEDs, it's going to show in black and white. So personally, what I like to do, or what I like to have the color night vision. So it actually it brightens everything up, makes it very easy to identify faces and different movements. So that was number 4, night vision. Number 3 is actually video quality. Back in the day, long time ago, the standard definition was grainy. It was hard to see. You really couldn't make things out. Nowadays, most of the security cameras record in like 1080p, which is high definition, which is pretty standard. Nowadays, the more newer cameras, a little bit more expensive cameras, actually record in 4K. You can see that crisp quality for security and catching criminals or seeing what's going on in and around your neighborhood. You definitely want the highest video quality possible. There are obviously, I'm not sure if you know aware this or not, but there are different levels of high definition. There's 720p, there's 1080, and then there's 4K. There's actually 960 as well when it comes to cameras, but you want to get as high video quality as possible that you can afford. Right now, 4K is probably a little bit overpriced because not a lot of companies are doing it. The price is coming down. The price has come down for them, but they're still overpriced. I would say probably 6 months to a year from now, around Christmas actually, the price for a 4K security camera is probably going to be pretty reasonable because there are going to be more products to choose from. So video quality was number 3. Number 2 is motion sensor. I absolutely love when a security camera has motion detection or motion sensor. Basically, motion sensor is the ability to turn on and start recording when it detects movement, a change in temperature, so to speak. But personally, I like that versus having the continuous recording, because that way you don't have to sift through a lot of nothing. For example, if you went to work from 9 to 5 and someone broke into your house at 3 p.m., you would have to sit through the entire period of time to kind of see what's going on and figure out that the robbery occurred at 3 p.m. Versus with motion detection, you know that it happened because you can see, you get a notification and it starts recording at that time. Now, obviously, there are a few drawbacks with motion detection or motion sensing. If you set it too sensitive, it catches everything. It can catch a wind blowing, leaves blowing down the street, garbage bins rolling. If you set it not sensitive enough, it can miss things. Also, there's a slight issue with sometimes if there's 2 recordings back to back, it sometimes may miss that second recording. But that is motion detection. And the final one, I actually put I grouped this in onboard lighting. Basically, it's the ability, it has an additional light. I think that's a fantastic feature for security cameras, and it's something that you should definitely look into if you're looking to purchase a security camera, is something that has onboard lighting. Onboard lighting helps deter criminals, and also helps you if you're getting home late. Let's say you work 9 to 5, you get home at 6, and it's those winter months where it's already dark or it's pretty dark out. Really dark out, it helps illuminate the area, so it's easier for you to find your keys or find the garage door opener or whatever it may be. So one of my favorite features is a security camera that has onboard lighting. Make sure you check out the securitycameraguy.com. I have about 95 plus blog posts covering all things home security camera. So definitely check that out. Make sure that you like, subscribe if you haven't done so already. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.